Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm highly successful.
Today is Thursday, July 28th, and I want to dedicate this episode to that one son of a congressman. That sounds like an insult, son of a congressman. Um, but I forget if he was a representative or a senator, but he was uh he's gay and he got married to his partner, so his now husband, and immediately after his dad, the congressman, voted against codifying gay marriage, the dad went to the son's wedding. So I just want to dedicate this episode to that guy, that one, uh, uh, to the son. I just want to say thank you for creating such a hilarious story. Um, and I'm sorry your dad fucking sucks. Uh, and I hope you're happy with your partner. But yeah, uh, you know, what are we talking about today? I I've
Well,
come into this completely unprepared, as
well,
of usual.
I do that every week. I thought that was kind of like our agreement, right? Do you usually come prepared?
Sometimes I bring topics. I don't have a script or anything, but I bring topics. But I got nothing.
Well, I kind of like I was saying a little bit before we started here. Let's just kick it off. Talk about our lives. The viewers, give them an inside look onto the lives.
Uh, I'm taking. I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before. I'm taking a Microsoft Office class, and it is absolutely whooping my ass because it's graded by an algorithm, right? It's graded so that everything has to be like pixel perfect, exactly this what it needs to be. Right now we're doing Microsoft Access. I just finished the Microsoft Access part of the class, and this week has been fucking brutal, I tell you. There is nothing more soul crushing than looking at a Microsoft Access screen and following precise instructions and writing in, oh, you have to put this thing in this field and you have to sort it with this. Oh my god, there's nothing more soul crushing than that. It is so fucking brutal to get through. Every assignment takes like 45 minutes to an hour, and it's just grueling. And there's like this chapter was actually relatively light. There was only 2 chapters that we needed to do instead of 3, because we usually do 3 chapters in a week, each about a specific service. So the first week was Word, next week was Excel, um, this week was Access. I think next week will be PowerPoint. And yeah, no, it's soul crushing because there's like 3 assignments per chapter, 3 chapters per unit. But Access, they decided to shrink it down to 2, and it was still absolutely fucking soul crushing. It's the most boring thing I've ever done, and I don't even know why I did it, why I took this class. To be honest, it's painful. It's genuinely painful. I It sucks. It sucks. In Microsoft Word, I didn't need to know any of that shit because I'm done with using Microsoft Word. I don't need to take any more English classes for the rest of my life. And I got through just fine without taking a fucking Microsoft Word class. I knew all the shit that I needed to do years ago. And then Excel, maybe I sort of know how to use it now, maybe, except the way it was taught was really, really shitty, so it's not even really all that helpful. Access, uh, if I have to use Access more than 2 times outside of this class for the rest of my life, I will pay each and every person who listens to this episode $10. Every single person. If I have to use Microsoft Access 2 more times before I die, outside of this class.
Well, but see, doesn't it feel a waste to not use Microsoft Access though after having learned it? Because at this point, I feel like if you didn't use it, then it would be a waste. If you did use it, at least you could be like, "Oh man, I remember that one class I took." You know, at least it had some point. You know, I feel like for me, I'd want an excuse to use it just to make the class have a point. You know what I mean?
The point of taking this class is to give me gen ed credits. That's what the point of this class was.
Yeah,
And
but I mean the point of the struggle. You know what I mean? The point of the struggle is what I was trying to say. Like I know the point of the class is for the credit, right? But the struggle didn't have to be there. You know, you could have probably chosen a different class, got a credit, right? But you
now
chose
the point of
Access.
I didn't choose Access. I chose Microsoft Office. I thought it would be Excel because granted I do need to actually learn Microsoft Access. It's very it's probably important for what I need to do. And
Sounds like we're all gonna make $10, guys.
no, I'm not going to use Access. I'm never going to use Access. Never.
You just said it was
Never,
useful.
never, never. It's I mean it no, wait. Fuck, am I brain dead? Did I say Access is useful?
You
No,
did.
Excel
You did
is
say.
useful. Excel is useful.
Okay,
Access is bullshit. There's nothing you can do in Access that you can't do in Excel.
I've never
There's
used Access.
nothing.
I don't even know what
Do you
Access
even
is.
know what it's for? Do you even know what it's
No,
for?
I have not a single clue.
It's for creating a database, which is the most dumb thing I've ever fucking heard. Because who needs to create a fucking database in their day-to-day lives? Fucking insane people. That's who. Insane people need to create a database.
Well, it's not for day-to-day lives though. It's for business and stuff that you're trying to do, right?
No, it's not for business. I can't think of anyone who's needed it for their business. And I pray to God that I never have to. If I ever have to use, like I said, if I ever have to use Access again, the first time I'm like, oh shit, I need to use Microsoft Access outside of this class, I'm gonna throw myself out a window. So that way I never have to use it again and not and I definitely don't have to pay any of you.
All right. He'd rather die than pay us $10, guys.
That is correct. I would rather do that.
Or he'd rather get seriously injured because there is a chance he survived the fall. I don't know how high this window is you're jumping out of, but
the highest window I can possibly find. So like,
how many windows do you have access to?
Define access, right? Like that's the question.
Well, you say you can find, right? Like let's say you find a window, right? You have to have access in order to jump out that window. I'm sure that if you ask like your friendly neighborhood staff, "Hey, can I jump out this window?" they're probably going to say no, right? So
why do I need to ask them beforehand before I jump out a window? What are they going to do after I do it? Are they going to arrest me? I'm fucking dead.
And also, a lot of those windows up high don't open. You know what I mean? That's not how windows work. Once you get to the higher floors of places, sometimes.
I mean, but technically anything can be opened. I can open a lot of things. It depends how hard you're trying, but I can open a lot of things.
Well, like they don't open in the traditional sense. I suppose if you were to run full force out of painted glass, you would technically open a hole into it, but I wouldn't say that that's opening a window.
I mean, the window is open. I have fallen out. Mission accomplished. You know, like.
I guess it's semantics. Like, don't really matter if the goal is the same, but still.
When I splat on the concrete, are you going to come up to the puddle that was once my physical existence and be like, oh, but actually you didn't actually open that window correctly. You just ran through it. And it's like, what the fuck do I care? What do I care? I'm gone. I felt the sweet release of death, and I never have to use Microsoft Access anymore. Never. That's freedom, baby.
Is it worth
Dying.
dying for just to prove a
I
point. I know
it's
that you love
worse
dying
than
on
death.
hills, right? But is
I
this
wouldn't
really?
be.
Are you literally willing to die on this hill?
I mean, it depends because, like, technically, are cities usually on hills? Because cities have the highest windows. If we're gonna think about this, right? We gotta think
Okay,
about it,
well,
right?
you know that's not what I meant, though.
But no, I'm trying to think. Shut up. Just hear me out here, okay? Just hear me out here.
Uh-huh.
There are some cities that are on hills. I'll give you that. That is correct. That there are some cities that are on hills. You know, Washington D.C. has hills. Rome has hills. Rome has about 7 hills. I've been to most of those hills actually, but
You've
the
been to
buildings.
Rome?
Yes, of course I've been to Rome. What do you think I am? You think I haven't been to Rome? You think
I
think
plan
I'm
on
one of
going to
those
Rome
non-Rome
one of these
goers?
days.
You think
You
I'm
know,
one of those non-Rome goers, bro? What do you
you
think I
know,
am?
like we can do a transition after your story, you know, but we can talk about travel a little bit, you know, because I think traveling would be pretty cool.
I haven't done any. Well, I mean, I guess I have kind of traveled, but like not really.
Well, we can
Not
talk about travel
recently.
plans, travel, you know, wishes, travel ideas. But finish your story first, you know. That way we can.
I mean, I went to Rome. That's kind of the end of the story, to be honest.
No, you're
No,
talking about
no.
hills.
Oh, I'm saying that the cities that have very tall buildings, such as Dubai and Chicago, are mostly pretty flat, pretty uniform. So I wouldn't be dying on a hill. I'd just be dying on some flat pavement.
Ah, yes. This whole story, this whole excerpt was just because
You shouldn't have interrupted me.
it
You
was a
shouldn't
joke.
have
It was
interrupted
all
me.
a joke. It was all a joke because you knew what I was trying to say.
You shouldn't have interrupted me as I was semantically explaining things, because you were semantically explaining shit too. You were like, "Oh, but you didn't technically like open that window. You just kind of ran through it." So I'm giving you a taste of your own fucking medicine. How does it feel?
You know, it tastes pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie. You know.
How does
Liking it.
something taste accurate, right?
Oh,
No,
now you're gonna start it again. Are we going back into it, round 3?
No. I rescind that. I rescind that statement, because it's like if you're making like if you're trying to make, like, say, the cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster, and they are, you know, they taste like the Red Lobster cheddar biscuits, you would say, "Oh, that tastes pretty accurate." Okay. I rescind my statement. You can make something taste accurate. However, how can medicine taste accurate? Please tell us.
Sometimes the medicine just tastes off, you know, and sometimes it tastes accurate.
What the fuck do you mean? What do you fucking mean? It tastes accurate. This cough syrup tastes accurate to the source material.
This conversation seems like it's going nowhere. Let's talk about our travel plans.
What? No, I feel like we're getting down to the root issues here. I feel like we need to get down to the root issues.
I feel like this is really not going to go anywhere.
No. I feel like we're accomplishing. We're breaking a lot of ground here. I think we need to keep going down this rabbit hole. I think that's what we need to do. Okay? I think we need to figure that out. I think we need to have this discussion and think about it and genuinely put some thought into it. Put some elbow grease into it. We need to figure out what ground we're treading here. You know, we're digging up dinosaur bones here. We need to figure out what kind of dinosaur this shit is, okay? We need to fucking figure this shit out. This is important. Fuck. Fucking shut up. Oh my god, we're so fucked. Dude, this podcast is so scuffed, dude. This is
We
unrecoverable. This is
we start recording, and it's going fine, and then somehow along the way it leaves the tracks, and the train just keeps going. It's
we don't even have a guest here, right? Like, because last time a podcast got this fucking scuffed, it was when Jennifer came on and she fucked up the yin and the yang, right? Because we are very there's I'm very one way and you're very the other way, and it's
yeah, the balance was definitely off. It's like, it was like having two of you. You know what I mean, right? Y'all are both over. Y'all are both speaking over each other the entire time. Nothing actually ever gets done. Right? And I feel like I have a little bit more of an elegant way of of sidestepping your bombasticness.
Yeah, it's like there's the feng shui was off. The energy was all wrong there. But somehow doesn't even matter, right? Because guess what? Fucking everything is fucked anyway. There is no balance anymore. There is just chaos. The universe is falling into utter and complete entropy and chaos. And we can't solve it. We can't fix it. It's just done. It's collapsed.
I suppose this is what happens when Nick doesn't bring his talking points. Apparently, he goes into a monologue about chaos. Oh my lord!
I'll have you know.
I'm trying to make sense of this podcast here, and I feel as though the more I try to rein it in, the more it goes off the rails. So I don't.
I'll have.
I don't know.
Shut up. Let me speak. I'll have you know that when we brought Jennifer, I didn't have any talking points either. I didn't have anything either. And guess what happened? The whole thing fell apart. Just like it's doing right now. There's a complete structural breakdown of the podcast happening right now, all because you decided to say that the medicine tastes accurate.
No,
what the fuck does that mean?
Right? It's like we're barreling off of a cliff, and I've given you so many chances to jump back on the road.
No, I'm bringing you with me.
Just something that makes sense, and you're barreling down. You're like full speed ahead.
I'm bringing you with me, you son of a bitch.
I'm trying to throw you a lifeline here, but you're just not taking it.
You say you're trying to throw me a lifeline. You're in the car with me here.
This is both a lifeline. I wanna get back onto order, and you're just going the path of chaos.
No. The path of chaos has already happened. You set us down this path. You're the one in the fucking driver's seat, and you just skirt us right off the road, and now we're heading straight for the cliff. And now I've had to scooch over to the driver's seat because you went and jumped in the back. And now you're like, oh, he's the one driving, officer. Officer, he's the one driving us straight off a cliff. How could this be my fault? Officer, please, arrest him. He's going crazy.
I may have steered us off that cliff, but I attempted to steer us back on, but you said no. You said no, and you kept going down the cliff, all right?
Because you oversteered.
We could be off this cliff right now. If only you cooperated with me. If we were on the same orderly path here, but no, you had to make it such a big deal. Here we are, 10 minutes later, almost, it feels like, still talking about this.
Because, all right, you oversteered. That's what happened. On this metaphorical car careening towards our literal death. I will have an aneurysm if we don't fix this fucking podcast. But you were like, oh, I'm trying to steer it back. But you fucking oversteered.
So, Nick,
and all you did was spin us in a circle, and we're still going off the cliff.
So, Nick, I've always wanted to travel to Italy, right? Italy's been number one place.
Fuck you.
I've always wanted to go, right? There's a couple places in the world, right?
You son of a bitch.
Italy, I love so many things about Italy. I actually got real into Italy during my time playing Assassin's Creed 2. One of the classes, one of the good ones, right? and I learned a lot about it. Playing as Ezio Classic, one of my favorites, right?
Pizza de
You know,
pasta. Buca de
and
beppo.
I don't know about you, right? But for me, a lot of things that I would like to travel for are like man-made monuments, history, culture, things like that, right? I don't really care as much about natural formations or nature. I feel like those are cool and those are like bonuses, right? But I usually like my main like traveling like motivation to be like the cool landmarks, right? Because I do notice that when I do talk about traveling with people, they're always like, oh man, the snowy mountains, the dense forests, and I'm like, those are cool or whatever, right? But I like the landmarks, the boom, the Temple of Zeus, things like that, the mausoleum, the Parthenon, that's the one. Pantheon, aren't they? They're different places, aren't they?
The
But you know what I mean, right? You see what I'm
yes,
trying to say,
yes,
right?
they
But
are.
like, what's your view on traveling? Are you more of like a landmark guy, more of a nature guy, more of a culture guy? I feel like I'm kind of like landmark and culture, those are my top two, and nature kind of just falls to the wayside for me.
Now I'm gonna steer you in a different direction. Okay, I'm gonna steer you in a different direction. Okay, just a little bit. I kind of want to talk. Speaking of travel, I want to travel back to when you said that the medicine tastes accurate. What the fuck does that mean? You haven't told us what you mean by that, and we're now you're trying to change the subject here. What
But
you're
didn't it
doing
didn't it feel like a normal? Didn't it feel back like
to
it was back to normal for a second? Didn't it feel great? Like not
no no
having a
no no
constant
no no no.
stream of words. It was like calm. It was nice. We were chit
See,
chatting.
see what you were doing here is you did not steer us back onto the road. You were just trying to convince us, me and the viewers who are in the back seat. You're like, uh, you're trying to convince us. Oh, there's no cliff. We're just gonna keep driving forwards.
No, no,
And
look, he's like you see it that way, right? But here's the thing, right? We could be off the cliff, but you keep dragging us back towards the cliff. We could
I,
drop it and let it be in the past. But you are the one, not me. You are the one who keeps bringing us back into it. So don't say it's me. All right.
it is
I've
you.
tried
It
to
is
divert.
you.
I've tried to correct, but you're just not allowing it.
It is you. Cause all right. In order to steer this back, you need to explain your actions. Explain your actions. Okay. I need you to
Sometimes I say
explain.
things to be funny, okay? Not everything has to make sense, okay?
But it does. It does
No,
have
it
to make sense.
doesn't.
There are rules. There is logic. Things need to make sense. You can't
Look,
just
Nick,
say
I'm
things for the
sorry.
purpose of saying
I'm
things.
sorry that my answer wasn't satisfactory to you, Nick, but that's just the truth. Is that I said something and it was funny and now it's gone in the past. Now let's drop it and move on.
Is it funny? Is it funny, or is it just completely fucking psychotic? I,
My
because
lord.
I, 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 I'm broken. You have physically broken me. I, I will not be able to psychologically recover from this experience.
I just my second place after Italy would be
Oh my
Greece.
fucking god!
I've
Oh
always
my
wanted to go
fucking
to
god! Oh my fucking god! All right,
I've
you know
always
what?
thought
Actually, I have
I've
some. I have some.
I've always
Some
thought
some
Greece
trivia
was a
for
really
you.
nice place.
I have some trivia for you.
You got trivia
Where
for
is the
me?
Parthenon?
Sure.
Where is the Parthenon?
The Parthenon?
Don't Google it.
Let me see.
You just said, "Let me see." That means you're pulling out your phone. You're gonna
No.
Google it.
Is it in Rome or?
That is incorrect.
Where's the one that I'm thinking about? Is it not in Rome? The one I'm thinking about?
Which one are you? It would
Look,
help if you told me
I
which
have
one you're thinking about.
Look, I literally have a screensaver of an Italian monument, and is this the Parthenon or is this a different monument?
Send it to me. Send it to me. Send it to me.
No, this is okay. What is the one that is on my phone? Then is it the? It's I know this one. I just can't think of it. The Pantheon? Is that what it is?
The Pantheon is in Rome,
No,
and the
it's
Parthenon is in Greece.
No, see, it's not okay. I was thinking of something different. I'm trying to figure out what is the name of this building. You know what? Let me just look up Italian. Italian.
Imagine if
landmarks.
it's not even like it's not even like an ancient Roman thing. It's just like that one bridge in Florence, and you're just like, oh yeah, this is definitely the Pantheon or the Parthenon.
No. I can't remember what it's called. It looks like a church building though.
What? Send me your screen.
No, wait. What is the? Wait, is it? I think it is the Pantheon. No, this is the Pantheon.
Send me your fucking screenshot.
No, this is the Pantheon. Okay, see, I almost got confused for a second. It is the Pantheon. See, I had it right the first time. I knew.
Jesus, I don't think you're very devoted to going to see this.
Look, I'll send you a screenshot of my screensaver. That way you can see the picture I see on my screen every day.
Sure, let's see it. Let's fucking see it. Let's take a look. He just sent me a picture of his dick. He did. He just sent me a dick pic, you guys. He did. I don't know why the fuck he would do this, dude. He just sent me a fucking dick pic.
Yeah, see, this is definitely the Pantheon.
I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
No, that is the Pantheon. It is the Pantheon.
The problem is that is just a picture of your penis.
The funny thing is that some people are gonna believe you.
I mean, what proof do they have? You know, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna fucking say? Are you gonna go in my DMs and tell me what he sent me is not a picture of his penis?
Now I gotta take a screenshot of our DMs of the screenshot that I sent you. Post it on Twitter.
And you fucking photoshopped it, dude. You're just gonna fucking Photoshop it. You're gonna Photoshop out the picture of your cock and balls that you've just sent me. Or
are you gonna Photoshop in that picture?
Oh, that is true, because I also have a picture of your cock and balls from another time that I could Photoshop in there. Yeah,
you don't have any cock and balls of mine. That's for sure. You know.
Au contraire, my friend. I got your cock and balls right here, my man. I got them right here.
See, I got the Pantheon right there, home screen. One of my favorite Assassin's Creed Brotherhood missions.
You're gonna forget to send it. You're gonna forget to post it. And even if you do, what if I just delete it? Or what if I'm secretly the one who posted it? What if I get the screenshot and I post it? Fucking 4D chess. None of y'all can comprehend my movements.
You post it with the edited. like let me tell you guys, there is a Pantheon. Why am I having to defend myself?
Right. He can't even say it right. He's saying it's the Pantheon. Second of all, he's gonna say it's the next time he says it, he's gonna fucking say it's the fucking brawn panty sale at Victoria's Secret, dude. He can't be trusted. That's what I'm saying to you guys. He can't. Who are you gonna trust here, right? Are you gonna trust me? You know, I'm a trustworthy guy. And he just sent me a picture of his cock and balls. Are you gonna trust him? Who says he sent the Pantheon, but he doesn't know which one is which. Okay, so how about you guys trust me? because I am dependable and reliable, and I would never lie to you.
Guys, I know his name is highly influential, right?
That's not my
And
name. That's not my name. That's
he's
not even
willing-
close to my name.
I know. I already messed it up, but it's fine, whatever.
You've been on this podcast for like several months now, like a quarter of a year now, and you still can't get the name right.
Look, I'm incredibly successful.
Fuck off! You son of a bitch! Oh my
And you're
god!
highly influential. Okay, this is
I
funny.
hate that one's all right. All right, take a quick little break here. How shit would that sound, right? Like here, let's do the intro with your names, right? Hello and welcome to the highly influential and incredibly successful podcast. No, that sounds like shit. That sounds
No,
terrible.
You haven't finished it yet. Keep going.
I can't even say it. Oh my god. I wanna puke. I wanna vomit saying that, dude. I wanna vomit saying that. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so my point being, he's the highly influential one, right? So, he's willing to say whatever it takes for y'all to believe him. Let me know that I'm dedicated to the truth here.
See, I can say the exact same thing. I can say the exact
lying
same
to
thing.
you.
I could say the exact same thing. I could say that you are the highly successful one, which means that you're willing to be cutthroat and say whatever you want to get ahead. Like that's absolutely just as valid as what you just told me. But
So Greece is my second choice.
All right, I think we need a breather. We're gonna cut to an ad break. We're gonna cut to an ad break. We'll see you guys in a second. Thank you. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all-virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast.
During our little time that we had like our little ad read, I thought about it. My third choice would be...
Shut up. Shut up.
No. Hear me out. Right. Another classic Assassin's Creed game setting. The Caribbean.
Shut up about
right?
Assassin's Creed.
I like
Fuck
Assassin's
off.
Creed, okay? I don't like look at like National Geographic or other places to look at, places. I just play video games. So
It's not even not
Hey.
even a realistic depiction of the place though.
hey man, I love pre-colonial America Caribbean. So I'm sure
All right,
modern
so
Caribbean is almost the same, right? It's perfect.
not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close.
Hey, it'll be
Literally
topical,
not even close.
I can die for shipwrecks. It'll be fun.
I'm going to have an aneurysm. We took this nice long break to recenter ourselves. I choked on my fucking orange chicken because I tried to eat, and then this dickhead made me laugh again. And fucking, it is clear to me that the energy of this podcast is no longer salvageable. Not even close. It's not even close.
Well, okay.
We cannot fix this.
Since it seems like you don't want to tell me you're traveling and stuff, I guess we'll save that for another time. But
I don't think I'm going to live long enough to travel anywhere. I think I think I'm going to suffer a stroke.
Well,
like
I'm gonna talk
it's
about
bound to happen.
So I'm gonna talk about how my week's been going. Unless you want to start first. Do you want to start first, Nick? You already gave us a little sneak peek into your Microsoft Access experience. You have anything else to say?
What?
Maybe it is unsalvageable. I didn't think it was until you just started having a breakdown here. But
I'm working on it here. I'm trying to collect. Fuck.
Technical difficulties. We'll be back in just a second.
Shut up! Stop making me laugh more, because then I keep losing my train of thought, and it makes me laugh more. Fuck! Oh my god! All right, what I was going to say was that I don't think I could say anything about my life anymore, because then it'll just transition into an exact copy of what happened before. Fuck. It's unsalvageable, dude. It's unsalvageable, dude. When the audience hears this on Tuesday, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck happened to these two?" And I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what happened between the last recording session and now, but I'm so mentally fucked. Just completely and fuck. Oh my god, I can't even string a thought together, dude. I can't. I've been broken.
Okay, so
yeah, I guess my first travel choice.
well, that was is what this has come to, is just making the same joke over and over again, and it's still making us laugh just as much every single time.
When it stops being funny, I'll stop making it. But until then, fuck off.
It's like the Joker. What's going on over there?
Okay. So yeah, I think I would like to go back to Italy.
Tell me more.
My first trip kind of left a little bit to be desired, because I was traveling with them, with a lot of people, and we kind of all had our own different priorities, and I guess I kind of had to sacrifice some of the things that I wanted to do to go help out other people.
Yeah, man, I understand. You know, it happens to us all, right? Let me tell you about, how my week's been, since I guess since it seems like you're kind of avoiding that question. So
my week's been pretty good.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Microsoft Access. Anything else?
That's mostly been it.
Cool.
My mom started her new job. I guess that's interesting. I don't know, man.
New job. Cool. Let me tell you. Anything else you want to say before I talk about my week?
Oh yeah, I think I need to get into fitness. I think I do. I think I need to get a little bit more into fitness. Do you think maybe we should get into fitness?
No, I don't, Nick. I know
What
where
do you
this
mean?
is going.
I need.
I know where this is
I
going.
think we need to be more. I think we
refuse
need to be
to
more
fall for it
active.
again. No, I
We
refuse
need
to
to
fall
be
for
more
this
active.
again,
I
Nick.
think we need
We're
to be
not
a little
doing
bit
this.
more active.
Not
I
today.
think we need,
Not after everything that's happened.
I think we need to be a little bit more active. You know.
Okay,
I-
since you're not taking
I
this
think-
seriously, I'm gonna just talk about my week then.
I have a treadmill downstairs that I barely use. I have a Peloton too. I lift weights sometimes, but I can never really get into it. So I think we need to get more into fitness. Is that not something? Is that not a legitimate thing to say? Is that not a legitimate thing to say? You know, I feel like both of us, we live pretty sedentary
I will
lifestyles.
not
I
be
think we
boomed
need
by
to get
you,
into
Nick.
fitness.
It's not gonna happen again.
What do you mean? What
Not
do
gonna
you
happen
mean?
again, Nick. It's not gonna
What
happen
are you
again.
fucking? I have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah, you do. You know what you know.
I'm
You know what you're
talking
doing.
about a legitimate issue, dude. I want to get into better shape, dude. That's all I want. You know, I haven't gotten to go to the beach recently, but I've been wanting to, and I need to get a beach body, okay? So I need to get more into fitness, dude. Is that so wrong?
You know
Is
what?
that-
I actually heard that like Candace got into that.
Oh, yeah, I heard that Candace was Sugandese. I heard she was Sugandese. Oh yeah, her and her boyfriend Mike. Yeah, you know Mike. You know Mike. Have you met Mike yet? Have you met Mike yet, Danielson? Have you met Mike? You know him?
So I put a lot of thought into this, but I think I really want to go to London as one of my places as well.
I mean-
After the Caribbean, you know, because I was playing Assassin's Creed and I was like,
Oh my
Victoria
fucking
Airlines.
god, it always comes back to this. You know, I've seen London, I've seen France, and I've also seen you in your underpants. That's
Well,
all I gotta say. That's all
You're
I
a
gotta say.
stalker then, aren't you?
No, you keep sending me those pictures. Dude, you just sent me a dick pic. You just sent me a dick pic in the middle of recording this podcast. Do you not remember? Do you,
Oh, that
do you
wasn't meant
have
for you. I'm
short-term
sorry.
memory loss? You are. It literally was. It literally was. Because you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna send you this picture of this building that I don't know the name of," and then you sent me a picture of your penis.
Hey man,
I don't.
That could have been anyone.
It says your name and it has your face at the top of it.
Do you think that I was framed?
No.
I think I was. They
Hey,
copied our
man,
entire chat history too. Can you believe that? The dedication.
That's insane. And you know, given the fact that they would have had to send it all at once in order to fool me like that. Yeah.
Hey, can you believe they did it all at once?
Yeah.
They even copied your side somehow. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know what I feel is kind of underappreciated? CDs. Don't you think so? I feel like they were a pretty cool idea, you know, like because before that, discs, they were floppy, but these discs, they're nice and rigid and compact, and you can plug them into your car and you can listen to music.
Let me
on
tell
the go.
you,
So
whenever
like
I was playing
CDs.
Assassin's Creed recently, right?
Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
You know, we
Do
were
you
in,
like CDs, Trey? Do you
I was
like
in-
CDs?
I was playing like 800. You know,
Do you like
right?
CDs?
in England? And let me tell you, England looks much better nowadays than it did in 800.
No, it
80s.
doesn't.
I mean,
England
right,
is
they have
still
buildings
gross.
now, right? Before they just had trees, like yuck, right? Now they have buildings.
Do I have you on record saying that you hate trees?
I didn't say that. That's not. Those
Yeah,
weren't my
no.
words.
I have you
Those are
on
your
record
words, not mine. Those
saying
are
that
my
you
words.
hate trees. Highly pro climate change, successful, hates trees.
Incredibly
trees.
successful. Get it correct, okay? God.
Shut the fuck up. Never say that again. We are
Also,
never ever
I
doing
heard
that.
that, I think Egypt would be a good place to visit. It's probably a little hot though. Granted, I live in Texas, so
Just watch
it
Moon
is what
Knight.
it is.
Just watch Moon Knight. They go to
You
Egypt.
see, yeah,
That's all you gotta
I feel
see.
like it's better in person though. You know what I mean? Like actually being able to walk around, wow, see it, woo. You can't do that.
I mean, there's a Pizza Hut within view of the Great Pyramid, so I feel like the
Ooh.
magic you think is there is pretty much gone.
No, as long as I crop it out of my photo whenever I go there, it'll all work out fine.
No. You go to the pyramid to take a picture of the Pizza Hut. I feel like you're. I feel like you're fucking.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm
you're
gonna
not
crop out
understanding
the
it.
pyramids in the background. I'm also gonna crop out all the things that identify it as Egyptian. That way, people think that I took a picture of a random Pizza Hut.
I mean, I feel like that would be hard. I feel like that.
Yeah, you see that's why I gotta
maybe
Photoshop and everything.
Yeah, maybe I'm not the best GeoGuessr, but I feel like I would be able to tell that it's not an American Pizza Hut, right? Like, I feel like it would be fairly obvious.
There is going to be some identifiers that I'm going to have to work around, like the price tags and all that. I'll have to make those all dollar signs and all, But once I figure all that out, right, and I crop out,
but yeah, I think we should.
the sand and all that. So
I think it would be really interesting for the podcast if we got into fitness.
So here's how my
don't you think?
Right? So here's how my week's gone so far,
Stop ignoring me, guys. He's ignoring me. He doesn't want to talk about anything that I want to talk about. He's so anti-fitness that he won't even talk about it on the podcast. He's just like,
I refuse to. But let me tell you about how my week's been, because we haven't really made any progress on this conversation.
Fit yourself into a shower, bro. How about you fit yourself into some bitches, bro? How about that? How about you fit yourself into some bitches, bro?
So far, this is how my week's been going. A couple of days ago, Jennifer, my girlfriend, she ended up going on a little family trip, so she's gonna be gone for about 2 weeks. So I've been by myself. I'm trying to make a little bit of money while I'm waiting for this one job that I applied to get back to me. I do know I will get hired because I have confirmation from somebody inside. The person that referred me. They're confirmed that I will be hired. It just, I just have to wait until it's my turn, right? So hopefully that doesn't take too long, right? And then I'm doing plasma on my waiting period, right? My plasma experience, I did do plasma a long time ago. I'm not sure if I've talked about it on the podcast before. I have with Nick, right? I did plasma like in 2020, like a lot. I would go like 2 times every week. And I might start getting back into like some sort of rhythm with it, especially until I get this job that I want, right? It's a nice bit of supplemental income. But yeah, my first go back at plasma didn't go great. I feel like I still gotta figure out what works for me in terms of how I'm going to like be able to donate and not have some sort of reaction, right? Because I went just a minute ago, and I think that the blood loss and all that, and the change in volume of my blood kind of made me real like nauseated, and I feel like that's something that I'm just gonna have to get over as I go more and more. I think it's more of just like my body was just like in shock, And I feel like once my body is like, oh yeah, we do this twice a week, we figured it out, then it'll be a bit more of an easier process. I feel like my body doesn't trust me to lose my blood and get it back. It's like this is my blood. I want to keep it, And you know what?
I
I
mean,
get that. The body has a way of telling me, "Hey, you shouldn't do this," right? And I'm like, "Hey, body, but I'm getting paid, so calm down."
I mean,
You know?
I have uh a maybe not like a a fix for that, but like a suggestion. I think maybe fitness would help you out with that.
Well, let me tell you what I've been doing, right? I've been drinking like I've been drinking like I think the recommended number of bottles of water. So that I'm very hydrated. I'm trying to be at least, right? I guess I didn't drink enough bottles of water the morning of the donation though. Because I thought that the bottles from yesterday would have been fine, but I guess I didn't only drink one bottle. They said I should drink at least two, so that's
I
something I'm
mean,
gonna
I
change. Also,
I
they said
I
I
think
should have protein for breakfast because I had a very light breakfast. I only had grits, which
yeah
grits are all right, but I need a little bit more of a hearty breakfast, right? So I got some like kolaches and stuff. So hopefully that'll be
yeah
like the protein I need, right? And then hopefully next time we should get through no problems, right? That's what I'm hoping,
yeah.
but
I
I
just
guess we'll
think you
see.
should work on your. I just think, and this is for me too, because I used to donate plasma, and I would agree with that. Um, I used to have trouble. And I think that really one of the best things that you could do to help you be ready for that is to improve your overall fitness.
Well, I do like that is what kind of like the woodworking thing was for a while, right? For me, it was one of those things where it's something I can do that's not in front of a screen, me getting out, and it does take a little bit of it takes some more effort than sitting down does, sitting in front of a TV, and it's a physical enough activity that I feel like it kind of offsets all that sitting down that I do and all that laying down that I do during the day, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But I that is one thing that I think that will improve when I get this job, right? Because when I get the job, I'll have a lot more cardio during my day to day, right? Because I'll have like the walking involved with going place to place during the job. It should be a very like physical job, not like heavy lifting, right? But like a lot of walking, maybe little bit of heavy lifting, not a lot, right? But I think overall that'll really improve my shape.
uh, yeah, yeah. So would you say that your physical fitness is pretty important to you? Would you say fitness is pretty important to you?
Like I'm not big on physique, right? But I do want to be like I do want to be like a little bit more healthy, right? Because I
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah,
notice
for sure,
that
for sure.
whenever I sit down and I'm like not really doing things for large portions of the day, and I do that for like weeks and weeks and weeks, I do notice that I kind of get a little bit more sluggish, and that's not good for my health. It is one of those things where I also do notice like that my weight kind of fluctuates depending on how active I am, right? And
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
I want to be a little bit more active. That way I can hit the number that I'm targeting. Right now I'm a little bit higher than I want to be. Right. I'm not quite as high as I'm not like high enough to where like I would be super worried about it. Right. But I'm a little bit higher than I want to be. I think that I could maybe lose like 10 pounds if I was more active, better diet, all that. Right.
yeah. The worst part about um the worst part, honestly, I think the problem is that it's kind of hard to listen to CDs while working on fitness. uh,
Well, I
I would say it's pretty hard to listen to those CDs when you're improving your fitness.
well, I,
It's
you know, I
would you
usually,
agree?
like I
Would
said, I
you
really don't
agree?
get a
What
lot of like exercise in most of the time.
Daniel?
And I usually
Daniel?
prefer like streaming, so that isn't a problem that I've ever had, right? I like wireless, I like in the cloud, digital, I'm not about that physical media as much anymore.
Yeah, but like sometimes you
It's one
have
of those
like
things where,
those.
like I'm sure you've experienced this before, back in the day when we had to buy games on discs. You scratch a disc, you break a disc, whatever happens, you lose the game, right? But good thing about
Yeah,
digital, you can't break a digital like disc, not very easily, anyways. I know you can like corrupt the file, do this, do that, right? But it's a lot more secure. Because I remember, this brings me back. Assassin's Creed 2, I had it on a disc, right? And I remember I scratched it, and it only worked like one time out of 20. But I'd put it in, take it out, put it in, and take it out. And that one time that it worked,
Come on,
it was great.
bruh. All right, so you'll say shit like that, but you won't agree with me about my points about fitness and CDs, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard to see these nuts when I'm fitting this dick in your mouth. That's all I wanted to say. That's
I know that's all you wanted to say, but I refuse to say it.
You wouldn't play ball with me.
I told
and now
you
I have to say it out
wouldn't.
loud, and it's not fucking funny. It's not as funny if I say that
you up for that. I wouldn't do it. Not this episode. I told you that.
It's not
I
as
even
funny.
tried to get you with a Candace, a counter Candace,
Oh, you played the counter Candace, but then I pulled out the Sugandhi's gambit and the Mike counterattack.
You see, I was thinking about going Ligma, like just like an old school one, but I was like, no, I won't stoop that low. No.
Oh yeah. Have you ever? Did you know that in the alpha male community they've created a new kind of male? They call it the Ligma male. Yeah, everybody wants to be a Ligma. Everybody wants to be a Ligma. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Everybody wants to be a Ligma.
Where was I? I got distracted with your little silly game you were playing, right? But like Assassin's Creed, I remember it got scratched. It was a very sad moment because Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my favorites. Out of all the Ezio games, I'd probably say it's my favorite Ezio.
Shut up about Assassin's Creed. How about you go assassinate your body odor? How about you go assassinate your body odor and make a creed to take a shower? How about that, bitch? How about that, bitch?
So to the viewers out there, I do like Assassin's Creed, like a lot. But that's
he won't
that's
shut up about
my
it.
Story.
Hey, play Freebird. Play Freebird. Hey, play Freebird. Freebird. Play Freebird.
Yeah, so I've been doing Plasma. I went shopping a little earlier today. That was fun. I usually don't go shopping by myself, right? And it's real nice because sometimes when you go shopping with other people, right? It's a lot easier to get distracted. But I was able to focus in. I was able to be like, this is what I need. Go in, get out. I was back, and like I went to 3 different stores, and I was like back in like an hour. That would have taken like 3 times as long if I was, with certain people. Because like I said, people like to look around. I'm not a big fan of looking if I don't have the means or the want to buy anything, right? I don't know how you are whenever you go shopping, Nick, right? But I've always hated, going shopping if I'm not going to buy anything. I'm either going to buy something. I don't go to just look or to just hang out, That's not for me. I know a lot of people do that. It's never been a thing for me though, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, the person I really hate shopping with is this person I know, Milo.
Oh,
this person I know,
just
Milo.
Candace,
Dude, Milo's the fucking worst, man. Milo's the worst, bro. He keeps
not as bad as Candace, I'm sure.
Oh no. Lee Gandhi, dude. All right. First of all, he never shuts up about being descended from Gandhi, right? But Lee Gandhi. Oh, he's the worst. Oh, he's the worst. You know Lee Gandhi?
Okay. So
do you know?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, part of the reason I didn't explain this earlier, but part of the reason did I mention okay, yeah. So the part of the reason why I am a little bit financially crippled at the moment, right? So y'all know I did the firework stand, right? And that it was very unsuccessful. It was like probably the minimum amount of money that I could have gotten from it, which isn't that much. And pretty much a majority of that money went towards this thing I'm about to tell y'all. So I have been wanting to get a Steam Deck for a real long time. I got it reserved about a day after it was initially launched, right? Because I was a little late. I was a day late. And it's been over a year. I think it was July 17th that I had reserved it, July 17th, 2021. Got an email, I think it was the 21st or 22nd, so like not that long ago. But over a year later, and I finally was able to secure one. You know, it's coming. I don't know when. Probably have 1 or 2 podcasts before it gets here. That's fine, but it's very exciting. Granted, when I ordered it, I did not expect to be as financially crippled as I am now. So it is a little bit of a balance of trying to manage my money until the money comes back in, right? There is a little bit of good news about the car. You know, now we are officially getting ready to sell it. Like we ironed out most of the problems, right? It's just about waiting for a seller now, or a buyer, should I say, right? So
Mhm.
hopefully, you know, before too long, I'll have that sold, and then that'll obviously be a majority of my money back in my pocket, right? But we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. But the plasma thing is gonna be hold me over for a while, and then
Oh shit, dude. I heard this shit about plasma, dude. No shit. That's kind of why I stopped doing it. I kind of forgot to tell you. Oh fuck, I'm sorry. When you leave plasma around for too long, it turns into Dusma.
is this what this episode has become? Is this
Yeah,
what it's become?
yeah,
This is what we're doing.
yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
well, I think that it's almost that time. Is there anything you wanna say before we transition into our final segment? This is your chance right now to say whatever you wanted to say. I'm not going to respond to any of it, but you say whatever you want to say.
It's not funny if you don't respond.
That's the
What's
point.
the
I want you
point?
to learn your lesson that you
What
can't get
lesson?
me.
What? I can get you. I can get you. I will get you.
Look, our loyal Twitter follower who's spoken up about this, they already said that it was only one time, you know, and I'm not gonna let you get any higher than that one time. It was a one and done deal, you know. Now I'm always on edge. It's not gonna happen, right? You're gonna have to work for it a little bit harder, you know. So you know, and you're failing so far. You're failing.
I'm
real
gonna
fast.
I'm gonna get you, dude. I'm going to get you at
You
some
you should
point.
accept that you failed for today, and
For
maybe
today,
another day.
maybe for today, maybe. But you know,
Maybe there's another day.
now what I've actually succeeded at doing, which was my plan all along, is to get you to be completely skeptical of anything and everything I say. You will never, ever trust me.
Oh, also, you know, in other news, right? Me and Nick, we started playing Minecraft. It's a very nice time, you know. I'm thinking about streaming actually, for the first time in like about half a year. So maybe you can follow me. You know, maybe you can hang out, say hi. Maybe you can follow Nick, you know. Who knows? Who knows?
Hang on. I'm still looking for good questions. These are
I
terrible. These all suck.
I have a question for you. I
Fuck you. You're not gonna get me either.
No,
I'm
no,
the
no, no.
master
This
of getting
this
people.
is for the big red button section. Are we ready to transition?
All right, fine. Let's transition. This
Okay,
podcast
okay.
is so fucking scuffed.
Okay, okay. I have two questions, right? I want to give you the first one, and if you don't like it, then I can give you the second one. All right?
I'm gonna regret this.
All right, all right. The first question, right? I got this from the official Will You Press the Button website, right? I was browsing it while we were leading up to this, right?
So was I. So was I. Don't worry.
So the first question that I saw that I thought was funny is, you will get whatever you want for your birthday next year, whatever you want, but you won't get anything this year.
Ooh.
Right, and if you don't like that
Ooh.
question, if it's a little, I have a second one. You just let me know.
I mean, I just want to be happy. That's all I want. That's all I want, man.
Well, too bad. I can't put that in a box and give it to you. So
You could. You could. You
what,
could.
what does your physical manifestation of happiness look like to you? That way I can put that in a box.
Now I'm just thinking about dick in a box. You.
Oh, really? That's your manifestation of happiness? That's,
You're goddamn right. If it's my dick in a
each
box,
their own.
dude, if somebody fell for the dick in the box thing, that would be true happiness.
So you want your gift on your next birthday, not this birthday, your next birthday, to be somebody opening a box that's precariously placed around dick level and getting tricked. That's what you want for your next birthday.
Yeah.
You're willing to forego all gifts this year just for that one thing.
Dude, I don't think I'm gonna get all that much for my birthday this year, to be honest. I'm turning 20. I'm at the age where like nobody really gives a shit. I got one more good birthday, which is going to be next year. But then after that, nobody's gonna give a shit until I'm 50. And
okay,
then,
well, like, do you want to hear the other question, or is this?
Yeah, let's hear the other question.
The other question is a little bit more interesting, I think.
This will be the official real question.
Okay, that was a good question, though. In my opinion, I could sacrifice a year of birthday presents, but all right, the real question.
All right.
You gain unlimited telekinesis and knowledge of how to use it, but a skilled sniper hunts you down for the rest of your life.
Can I kill him?
I'm assuming that you can like slow him down and like stop him for a temporary amount of time.
But I can't kill him?
But you can't kill him. I think that's the rules here,
Can I just stop all the bullets? That's the question.
If you see them coming, I suppose you could.
Well, all right. Now, do I see seeing them coming is a really loaded question.
You it's one of those things where you don't have like a sixth sense, you know what I mean? You have to actively know there's a balloon coming at you and then prepare yourself for it, you know what I mean, right? You can't just at all times during the day have like a force field around your entire body stopping bullets, I feel like we're trying to make the question fun here, you know what I mean? So you have telekinesis, full power over it, and how to use it, right? But you just have like a measly little sniper who's always hidden in the background somewhere, taking shots at you throughout your life. Maybe it's every time, like a couple times a day. Maybe it's one time a week. Who knows? It's a very random interval, right?
No, I mean, would you? No, obviously not. No.
I feel like. It is a really hard sell, right? Because you would have to get very, very good at identifying the sniper in order for you to have any chance of living any amount of time.
That's the thing, right? Like, let's think about it like this. The furthest confirmed kill, I'm pretty sure, was from more than a mile away, right? You have no chance of seeing it coming. Plus, the bullet is supersonic. Plus, there's a chance you wouldn't even hear it, even if it missed. Right? So, there's no way. There's no way you'd survive. You would die on the first like day.
Yeah, the first shot would be your last shot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a way to make it work, but you'd have to have a very, very good plan going into it. Because if you're just gonna take it like,
you'd have to just build a windowless, doorless fortress and just have it follow you wherever you go.
Or you can
That's
just
what
get
you'd have to do.
really good at identifying snipers. But even then, I don't know if you really can ever get good enough to.
Yeah, and if he knows where you are at all times, like I presume he has some kind of tracker that can track your extrasensory perception / energy and whatever the fuck. If he can just track you from fucking wherever you are on Earth, then you can't hide. You can't do anything.
But let's say
be there
hypothetically,
waiting.
right? Let's say hypothetically, right, that I was able to like detect the first bullet, right? Right. And then in theory, I could just charge at him, right?
But
You know,
you
do some
yourself
sort of-
said you can't kill him.
No, we can't charge. No, we can't kill him, right? But we can give us some insurance. Give it a bit of time, you know, right? We can plan for future assassination attempts, right?
Or
I
he'll
feel like-
just try and shoot you again as you're running up to him, which
Yeah,
takes
but
over
we
a mile.
determined that we can stop bullets, though, right? So after the first shot, I should be able to, in theory, deflect the other shots, right?
That's
It's just
not
It's
true.
just the element of surprise that we have to get over, right?
That's not
once the
true.
element
because-
of surprise is gone, you can use telekinesis to do a telekinesis shield, whatever you want to do, right?
No. Well, that's the thing, though, right? Because you won't be able to see it coming. That's the point I'm trying to make. Is it's over a mile away. He'll probably have like a flash hider on, so you won't even be able to see the muzzle flash anyway. So it doesn't even matter.
Okay. Right. Sure. But I feel
You
as though
would
once the element of
die.
surprise is over, you can prepare a little bit more, and there's a chance that you could stop him temporarily. You know, I feel like it's not a very good chance, and you would have to get very lucky that he didn't shoot you on the very first shot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you said he was a skilled sniper, right?
Yeah,
Skilled.
You know.
So there's no way you're not gonna get hit. There's no way.
Well, yeah.
And so, case in
Yeah.
point, no, you would die. You would die instantly.
I'm trying
or
to
not
think if there's any
instantly.
way to
Sorry.
like.
You would pull the trigger, and then
Do they make any like bulletproof vests that are like good enough to stop a sniper?
Ooh, that's actually a good point. I gotta think about this, right? Because
I know
the
that
way-
most like bulletproof vests probably wouldn't be able to stop a sniper, right?
there's different kinds of bulletproof vests. The first level is like Kevlar, so that's just like a material that stops like small bullets. It doesn't really work all that well for like anything larger than like a small pistol. But when you get into like rifles and stuff, you start doing like, do you remember Warzone? Do you remember in Warzone when you had to like put the armor plates in your vest?
like actual like metal plates, like that sort of thing.
They're not metal, actually. They're ceramic. They're like
okay.
about an inch or like ½ inch thick of ceramic, and it's what it does is when a small bullet, like it won't stop any like huge bullets, but like when a normal rifle bullet hits it, it will hit into the ceramic and the ceramic will shatter, and the outside of the carrier will is already, I think, made out of some resistant material, but I could be wrong. But it'll like go into the plate will shatter, but all the energy from the bullet will subside and it won't pass through. It's rated to stop certain calibers, but I forget the range.
Okay,
However,
Well, like
if
let's
a
say,
sniper is aiming his shit at you and he's like several miles away, I think it does depend on the caliber and the rifle that the sniper is using, because if he's using like an anti-material rifle, there's not any kind of armor you could wear. You could be in a armored car and it would still pen straight through and kill you.
okay, let's say I look like a Dark Souls character, top to bottom, full metal armor, right? Super heavy, dense. Right?
Actually,
thick armor, right?
that's exactly why that's exactly why people stopped using armor, is because guns are so good at that.
they
Guns
go
are
through
really
metal.
good at going through
Just
metal armor. Oh yes, they're extremely good at that.
how
That's
thick would the metal have to be for it to not be good at going through it?
ooh.
Would I have to have like several inches of metal armor?
Not. It's pretty thick. Like 1 to 2 inches, probably. Depends on the metal, but yeah. No,
And if there was like, okay, so going back to that fortress idea, right? Let's say that we did make some sort of like exoskeleton sort of like suit, right? That we could telekinetically carry because it was too heavy for our body weight, right?
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like build like a mole hole, right? Or like that thing that you see in cartoons where like something is moving underground and like the ground moves with them. I'm saying something like that.
Okay,
right?
so
Like
you're thinking mole hole. Okay, I'm thinking of like maybe like
that's
a
my
very
trick.
dense,
But like
heavy,
if you have to do that for the
thick
rest of your
suit of
life,
armor, right? You know, I telekinetically can lift it, right? I can telekinetically move it around with me, right? That way I have a whole wall of metal everywhere I go, right? Theoretically, could I survive a couple shots? Probably, right?
maybe 1 or 2, but you know, then again, what happens when? Because like you said, you can't kill him, so that's not gonna. You're
Let's say
not
I had
gonna be
like
able
an
to stop
Iron
it.
Man. Let's say I had like an Iron Man Hulkbuster. You know what I mean, right?
That's
Would that
exactly
be
where my mind went actually, but
would it be enough to prevent the bullet from hurting me?
maybe 1 time, maybe 1 or 2 times.
Okay, so sniper. Okay, yeah, snipers are pretty powerful, right?
If he hits it in relatively the same place every time, it's about 3 thick.
Okay,
But
well, I think that as much as I'm trying to make this this possible,
it's obviously a no. It's obviously a no.
I would say like it's a no, but on the off chance that you have a really good plan, maybe, but probably no.
If
Probably
you could kill the
no.
sniper, if you could kill the snipers, yeah. Like if you got like a week's reprieve every time you killed one, yeah. Then it could maybe be worth it.
See, that might be a good alternative, right? Just maybe being able to.
But that's not in the rules. That's not in the rules, and then that would overcomplicate it, and then it would be really.
There
stupid.
is a lot of like There's already like no rules regarding the sniper, right? I'm just saying, for the sake of our particular scenario, we had to make some rules, right? Or else it wouldn't be any fun.
Fine, but it's a no. It is a no. You would die.
It's a no. Like I said, unless you have a very good plan, better than ones that we could probably think of, then sure, go for it. But I think I'm cool with just not having psychic powers.
Yeah. It's not worth it to like be able to pull the remote to your hand when you're sitting on the couch. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Hey man,
because that's what I'd use it for.
Don't you mean you're floating on the couch?
What are you even talking about?
The couch and you are in the air. The TV's in the air.
All right. I can't get into this. Or else it'll be a repeat of the beginning of this episode, and I don't want this podcast to last for the next 11 years.
Could you telekinetically use the power on yourself, right? Then you could
fly
away,
we're done.
Right?
We're done. We need to end the episode. We need to end this episode.
We were so focused on the downside.
Shut up. I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful / incredibly successful.
Shut the fuck up. We're leaving. Goodbye.